Hey guys, welcome back. We are finally back reacting to another episode of The Expanse. This is season 4, episode 7. Last time on The Expanse was kind of like the big disaster. So the volcano islands erupted, and there's a tsunami and a hurricane, or not a hurricane, a tsunami and an earthquake and shockwaves and everything exploded and people were dying and it was kind of crazy. And Holden just made it into the little shelter they're in the ruins. He dove in while water was gushing in. So that was pretty intense. And the ships in space are running on battery power right now, because whatever the proto-molecule did, it shut everything down. So like all their reactors turned off, everything. So ships like the Barbacoa, who don't have a ton of battery power, are pretty much gonna, they slow down and then they get lower and lower and they start grazing the atmosphere. And they essentially tear themselves apart because they're not rated for atmosphere, so they can't maintain. So that's going to be intense, trying to free those people. But yeah, sorry I've taken so long to do The Expanse. I'm trying to do the shows like in a rotation, other than the weekly like live shows. So shows like the Clone Wars and Westworld, I've been trying to get those out on time, like within a few days of them actually airing. Just because they seem to do better that way if they're released somewhat close to when they were aired. Whereas shows like this and The Witcher, they kind of will do the same no matter when I release them. But yeah, this is the next one up on the rotation. Then we got My Hero Academia again, and then the finale of The Witcher, so be prepared for that. But otherwise, please give a thumbs up on the video, that helps a ton, and please subscribe, that helps so much, especially if you want to see more reactions. But otherwise, we're going to jump right into the episode, so here we go.
Stop.
What's the point in trying to steal in front of everyone? You're clearly going to get caught, moron.
Naomi, we got some daylight peeking through. Water must have receded some.
It has, but not as quickly as we hoped. Scopes are still showing an ocean sitting on top of you.
Nowhere at all for us to go.
It's a lot of water.
So how long until we get back to the surface?
I can't tell for sure, but not for a couple of days at least.
Sounds like we're gonna be down here for a while then.
What can we do to help you?
Nothing?
So we're all just still at the mercy of you and your invisible friend.
Oh my god, shut up. You're the worst. Acting like he is at fault somehow.
It's worse in my left eye, but there's some in my right eye as well.
At least the death slugs haven't came yet.
My wife's a medtech.
Again, protect our camp and our equipment at all costs.
But be smart. We're outnumbered, and our tactical advantages are diminished down here. There's a
That's
fight
true.
coming, but let them bring it to us.
If everyone keeps their heads, we'll all make it out of here. You know what to do.
They're definitely gonna start a fight. You see them look at each other like, we're ignoring this, right?
If we lose the lithium ore that we mine, we may as well be dead. We'll have nothing left. No way to rebuild the colony.
You have to be okay with that.
I can't end like this. I know.
We just got the new poll numbers.
Do share. The suspense is killing me.
Low.
Dow is within 3 points.
And that's taking into account the speech?
It could have been a lot worse.
Get the fuck out.
She's like, I do not want to talk to either of you right now.
They just made me admit I was weak.
All you admitted was that you're not infallible.
In an election, They're the same thing. What was I thinking?
Kinda true.
Marco and Aros killed everyone on the Sojourner, disguised the ship, and then used it to attack us. We stopped them this time.
A public operation this large doesn't exactly fit the faction's profile. How certain are we that the OPA information is valid?
We have high confidence in our source.
Marco Inaros is looking to make a name for himself, and now he has.
I think he will do that in due time.
Apparently, Marco often travels on freighter ships for anonymity.
Uses passengers as human shields.
Real hero of the people. Is Marco still aboard the freighter?
We've been monitoring the ship's flight
Shoot
path.
it down. Shoot it down.
Assuming he's still on the ship, what are our options?
He's gonna suggest just blow it up.
On your order, the Raskolnikov can destroy the freighter with a missile strike in a matter of minutes. Marco and everyone else on board will be eliminated.
It's a lot of innocent lives.
A tactical marine strike. Raskolnikov will fire a precision railgun shot in order to take out the ship's drive. Then a marine insertion team and a breaching pod will board and take the ship. Collateral damage will be low, but our own risk of casualties still exists.
But is there a chance we would be able...
I'd go with the breaching option.
General, move your team into position and notify me when they're ready.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll make my decision then.
Mr. Holden, good, you're both here. I have bad news.
Seems to be contagious.
It's not the only thing. Before we evacuated, I noticed some kind of microorganism growing in my eye. I've examined nearly everyone here. We are all infected. I still need to check you. Single-cell microorganisms native to this planet are making a home in our eyes. They're not. Lots of
Holden's
little
Gucci.
green babies filling up the space. Let me try again.
Hello.
Holden's fine.
They already are. I can't be sure until we all lose sight, but maybe a day.
Day? That's all?
It's not a lot of time.
Have you noticed any kind of green spots or floaters in your eyes?
No, he's a perfect physical specimen.
You don't seem to be infected.
Everyone's infected. But him.
Why are you sitting all by yourself?
Because his family's dead. Chin up, soldier.
What happened to your eyes?
Green stuff got in them.
Yeah, I've been seeing green spots too. Hey, you see that pretty lady over there? No, right there.
Everything's green.
Yeah, the kid can't see crap.
Don't worry. I'll see for the both of us.
And they started a fight. Freaking knew it.
Hey, fucking thief! You not do nothing! You tried to steal our water! I'm going to get my own water! You fucking liar! Stand down! What? He was trying to steal... Stand the fuck down!
So those dudes that looked at each other. They're mad, so they started a fight.
I thought I'd be doing stuff like this in university sims, not for real in orbit.
Trust me, this is a better education than any university could give you.
On the job training.
I think you'll find a treatment before then.
Not unless I can find the reason that you seem to be immune.
Well, not everybody got the plague.
Not everybody
Proto-molecule.
talks to an alien. You're being given knowledge and answers that humans have only dreamt about.
I've also been given horrific nightmares and visions of death I can never unsee.
To me, that sounds like an acceptable trade-off.
Tomatoes, tomatoes.
I've traveled with a direct line of communication to an advanced alien species, and you're annoyed?
It's not the same.
It's all a matter of perspective.
Hey, you been seeing green spots in your eyes?
Yeah? Why?
Yeah, maybe a day before everyone goes blind.
Are you fucking serious?
Like, are you kidding me?
on a treatment, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But if people start panicking, none of us are gonna make it out of here alive. I need your help, making sure everyone stays calm. Can't do this without you.
Yeah, I'll do what I can.
Amos is a champ. You can tell he's scared, though.
I'm sorry. I was overstressed and not myself this morning.
I was wondering who that woman on our sofa was. The woman who didn't even want this job in the first place.
You're right. I never did.
But it feels like this election isn't about you being right anymore. It's just about you needing to win. Would losing be so bad?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe you could lose. That's fine.
As far as I have to.
I mean, I know you won't, but would it be that bad?
The guy who put him in's from there. He actually went back there to help, rebuild.
Prax.
So beautiful.
I had a family back on Mars.
What happened to them?
You left them.
No, they're still back there and everything. It's just, I'm just not part of it anymore.
When my son was 5, a little guy, he wanted sand for his birthday.
Sand?
Mm-hmm. Sand. From a real beach.
Okay.
Earth.
I was like, you just want sand? Freaking weirdo.
You must have seen it in some picture somewhere. Yeah, you have any idea how much that cost to get that stuff? I still remember the look on his face when he opened that box. I wonder if he still has that.
You might have sold it.
Lost my family. Because I couldn't be the man that my wife and my little kid needed me to be. I have to live with that. I can never make that right. You still have a chance to make it right. Make new memories with your kid instead of sitting around like me, hanging on to one moment that I got right.
Naomi, what's the...
Hopefully you don't run into
I said I don't want to talk to you.
other complications. She's not here to talk to you.
Yeah, please.
Your mama's got an idea on how to save the barb.
Wait, We're going to need you to deconstruct the mining nets and weld and weave them together into a single tow cable.
The cable will need to be at least 1 kilometer long for safety. We can't have the ships running into each other.
If we do this right, this disaster is the best thing that could have happened to us. We have to silence Holden now.
Okay, good luck, punk.
You see Liam?
He's on water purification duty.
Amos is not a problem.
Amos has no conflicting loyalties.
Liam!
He'll kill her in a second.
Liam!
Is Liam
Where are
dead
you?
because he got touched by a death slug? Or he's just drowned? Death slug, death slug, death slug. He's gonna get sucked in. Oh, no.
Liam! Liam!
He was drowned.
Everybody stand the fuck back! Stand the fuck back! You killed my friend, you fucking piece of shit, skinny! How does that feel? How the fuck does that feel?
This dude's gonna get smoked.
Kill my best friend, he's
Then he'll be dealt with.
He dies, you die.
You got 3 seconds.
Wait!
One.
I can't protect you like this.
What the fuck?
Oh, death slugs. Dude's dead anyway. That guy's dead now too. Can't let him touch you.
No, don't touch.
I was waiting for these things to appear. That's crazy just how fast that does that. And they can just shut everything down. Oh, snap. Everyone went dark. They just blew it up. Frick. So Marco just nuked that ship. That's not good. Oh man. Okay, so we got some not good developments happening. So in terms of Belters versus RCE, they obviously still hate each other. They're starting fights left and right. You could tell as soon as that first fight happened, and Mercury's like, all right, break it up, like, no more fights. Those two dudes looked at each other and were clearly like, we're gonna mess some people up still because we suck. And then, yeah, they're just, everyone's getting freaking infected by these blindness microorganisms. But it's progressing a lot quicker in the show than in the book. In the books, I think they deal with it for a lot longer, and it affects different people at different rates. So they have like multiple days, weeks that they're like dealing with that. This, it's like tomorrow everyone's blind. So that's an interesting development. I've been waiting for those death slugs to come. I thought they just weren't gonna do them. But then, yeah, that one dude goes and he finds his friend dead in the water, and he naturally assumes that one of the Belters did it. So he's like, frick, I'm gonna go get that dude that we fought because it's clearly him. I don't think it was him because that dude seemed genuinely confused. So my guess is my man's went to get water or take a piss or do something, and a death slug touched him and he died ASAP. There were a frick ton of them though. Like when Holden was looking at him, there's a ton of death slugs there. And I know that's something they're gonna have to deal with. Like they have to be vigilant hunting these slugs because like people are already dying. Like the only plus side of these people dying is it makes the resource management that much easier. And even then it's not even though it's somewhat of a silver lining, like that's not the way you want that to happen. Holden still is not getting anything from Miller, which he should be soon, because I remember in the books, Miller contacts him again, or he contacts Miller somehow, and then they go to like the center of the planet, and they gotta like do a whole bunch of stuff to stop everything from going to crap. And Mercury and Way go there to fight, and I believe Way dies. Amos kills Way. And then Mercury like annihilates Amos, like just like shoots him full of holes. Like Amos gets absolutely smoked. Like he gets healed via the auto dock, but he just gets ripped apart. And and then Murtry gets taken prisoner by Holden. But there's some real trippy stuff that's still gonna happen, so be excited for that because it's insane. In terms of Christian, yeah, she's been going through the election, and no matter what issue comes up, she is pretty ornery and cutthroat about it right now because, like her husband said, she seems to care more about winning this election than doing what's right, or what she thinks is right. So at least that's what I got from that conversation. So she's got to, wrestle with the idea of like, if I lose, is that okay with me? If I still do my job well and do what I believe needs to be done for the safety of the people and for just the betterment of the people, like, am I okay with losing if it means I did what needed to be done? Now, she already blew up one ship, which was going to be taking out some Earth defenses, which play in later when Marco shoots like asteroids at the planet. But this one, she's like, all right, we're not just going to nuke this ship. We're going to send in the naval strike force, the Marine strike force or whatever. And we're gonna get Marco. I'm guessing somehow, I don't know how, he either got off the ship or he was never on it to begin with. But yeah, he set a trap. I'm guessing he used the same method that him and Naomi had crafted, where he just upsets the magnetic bottle and it just essentially detonates the ship because everybody died. So it was clearly like a situation where either Christian nukes it or he nukes it. Either way, he wins. Because he's definitely not on that ship when it blows up. And like Marco is just a conniving dude. So like you can imagine he's 100% fine with all those people dying if it means the Belters rise up, so to speak, out of the oppression that they're under. But yeah, I mean, things are going crazy right now. Like, the next few episodes are going to be insane. So there's 3 episodes left of this season, 8, 9, and 10. And they're just going to be freaking bonkers. Like, it's insane. This show just, from season 1, starts out just like a standard, maybe not standard, but like somewhat hard sci-fi, where it's like realistic sci-fi show about like politics and stuff, and then aliens start getting introduced, and then go to the alien planet now, and like death slugs and microorganisms and whatever Miller's gonna become, that weird spider thing. And then like as it progresses more, it just gets crazier and crazier. Like in the latest books, like the alien race that created the proto-molecule, like they're all dead. The people that created these structures, they're all dead. And there's like a higher, like even higher than them, there's like a benevolent like god force that's like angry at everyone and trying to kill everyone. So anytime they do something, it just like turns off their consciousness for a few minutes, and then like can control matter throughout the universe, and it's like makes a universe-sized giant diamond. And it's like, if they can keep this show going, which I hope they will, because Jeff Bezos apparently just loves this show. So if they can keep the cast committed and just keep getting money from Jeff Bezos, like they could take this series quite the distance. Because we got Amazon series, like they got this. They've had shows like Good Omens, The Boys. Season 2 of The Boys is coming. And then like probably the biggest one they're ever gonna have, right now is the Lord of the Rings series, which I believe is starting pre-production. And that should be coming out, I don't know when, but it's going to be exciting when it does. That's like a super far in the past prequel. But I'm pumped for that as well. Yeah. I don't know, there's lots of stuff going on. I don't find the plot thread of Lucia and Felsia that interesting. To me, they're super boring to watch, so I'm pretty much going to cut almost all that out of my reaction, because to me that part doesn't really matter. Other than saving the Barb, like that is important, but like their mother-daughter interactions couldn't care less about. Like in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Partly because the book aspect of that particular story is way cooler, because it's the dad who's up there, and he's in gunfights, and Naomi's taken prisoner, and Havelock's there, and it's like that whole story is just like way cooler. But they also had way more time and space to flesh that out, which, makes sense. But, it's gonna be insane. The last 3 episodes are gonna be dope as frick. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait for season 5 to come out for this show. That's gonna be insane. But yeah, I think that's all I got. If you want to, yeah, that's all I got. Tell me what you thought about the episode down below in the comments. Let me know what you think's gonna happen if you haven't seen ahead yet. Yeah, let me know what you think about the decisions they made. If you like my reaction, please leave a like on the video. Please subscribe. That helps so much. Please subscribe. Hit, I think it's that corner. Hit that button, please. Please, or maybe it's that one. In one of those corners, hit the thing that says subscribe. And then watch every single one of my videos from now on. Hit the bell. But, that other than that, support me on Patreon if you want. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.